Hello all. Today we shall read a stone inscription. A stone inscription is typically called a Shila Shasanam in Sanskrit. Stone was used as a medium of recording to record proclamations or commemorations. Sri, the Sri should be observed over here. The Sri has been written as such, which is an older form of Sri. The modern Sri is written something like this. So Shri Dhanyavad, Dhanyavati Puradhipati. So it is a conjunction of the word Dhanyavati Pura and Adhipati. So the lord of Dhanyavati Pura, Dhanyavati is a city. So Dhanyavati Puram is a city of the lord of Dhanyavati Puram. Uh, Patiyung, Patiyung, Yung is a determiner over Yung. Krishna, Krishna. So over here, since it is a yung, the ka over here becomes ga. So it is a Krishna. Krishna Veni. So the na over here once again should be observed. And the older form of na was something like this, while modern na is written like this. So it is quite evident how the na has evolved from when we see the older and the modern Telugu ligages for na. So Krishna Veni. Uh, कृष्णवेण्यजल क्रीडा विनोदुंडु. So Krishnaveni Jala Krida Vinodundu. Krishnaveni over here, from this sentence we understand that Krishnaveni refers to a river. Krishnaveni Jalam. So the water of Krishnaveni, playing in the water of Krishnaveni, Jala Krida is plays. Vinodundu. So someone who enjoys playing in the waters of Krishnaveni. Krishnaveni is an older name of the river Krishna. With this, we understand that the person for to whom this inscription has been dedicated to used to live in a village or in a city known as Dhanyavatipuram, which was on the banks of river Krishna, or perhaps in the basin of the river Krishna. Do, uh, uh, Over here, we should also observe the spelling of Krishnaveni Vinodundu. So Vinodundu in this, the da has been geminated. Typically in modern Telugu, we never geminate Vinodudu. So over here, we do not geminate the word da, but sometime in antiquity, it seems it was geminated, and hence it has been Vinodundu. Vinodunduna, Vinodundunagu, Ganna Bhopalanu. So Ganna Bhopala is the name of the person. He is a Bhupala. He is not. He is a Jamindar or a landlord uh, or the lord of the moor over there in this case. So Ganna Bhupalanungu Putri. So this Putri should be written as Putri if it were. Uh, it is a conjunction of two words. Ganna Bhopaluna Nungu Putri. Ganna Bhopalanungu Num Putri. So when you have an anuswara before that, the pa becomes a ba. So this is a characteristic feature of Telugu grammar, which unfortunately is once again lost in modern Telugu. It often feels that modern Telugu does not really resemble the classical Telugu, how it should sound, but instead it sounds more like a Hindi or some other language, but certainly not Telugu any longer. So Putri, from Putri, the word when you use it in conjunction with another word, it becomes Putri. So is the case with other words wherein a voice is added to the tenuis in case of a conjunction. Hence, a ka becomes a ga, a cha would become a ja, a ta would become a da, a ta would become a da, and a pa would become a ba. So, hence this becomes a putri. So, with this, we understand that this particular inscription is not dedicated to a man, but it has been dedicated to a woman, which is unique from the fact that if we understand this has been written sometime in the 15th century, to be 1410 to be precise. At that age, in those medieval ages, it is often considered that women were insignificant. Even in European life, women were often not the center stage of anything. But in from this inscription, it is quite evident that some women had a center stage in social life. So here it says the daughter of Kannabhupala, Veeranarayanundu Vema. Here the word used is Vema, so it says Veeranarayana's woman. So it or in Veeranarayana's wife. So the this inscription has been dedicated to Kannabhupala's daughter, who also happens to be Veeranarayana's wife, Vibhuni Devi. Now her name is given, it is given as Vibhuni Devi. So this inscription is dedicated to Vibhuni Devi, who is the wife of Veeranarayana and daughter of Kannabhupala. Bhuri Sadguna Vikurumba. So she has all one Sadgunas are wonderful features, not just, and the Sadgunam doesn't just refer to the physical feature, but also to her nature. She is of a wonderfully benevolent woman, is what it appears to be, and perhaps even a scholarly woman. Bhuri Sadguna with lots of benevolent features. Bhuri Sadguna Vikurumba Suramamba. Then we have a Viramam over here, which means that it ends over here. Then it starts with Jagamu Vinutim Pa Santana Sagarakhya Santana Sagarakhya Tataka Pratishthotsavam Bonache, and then we have a double Viramam. So Tatakam is a lake. So it seems like this woman is doing a pratishtapanam of a lake, or a consecration of a lake. So this lake, in all probability, might have been the woman in question might herself have commissioned the uh, construction of this particular lake, and that lake is now she is consecrating. What we should observe over here is that the woman over here, who is a daughter of a landlord and is quite obviously quite wealthy, had thought of spending her wealth in philanthropy rather than for vanity. European women had always been notorious for vanity rather than philanthropy. Catherine is one of the most notorious examples. So is Cleopatra. But this woman has been celebrated for her philanthropy, that is, a construction of a lake for which she is now consecrating, and this stone has been written as a commemoration for that particular consecration in the medieval times, in the year 1410. Then it says Jahnavi. We should observe the Sanyuktaksharam over here. Hana, Jahnavi, Yamunadi. So Jahnavi is a synonym for Ganga. So it refers to the Ganga river or the Ganges river, Ganga Nadi. Yamuna is the Yamuna river. Yamunadi. So Jahnavi, that is Ganga, Yamuna, and other such, etc. Adi over here is for etc. Yamunadi Sakala. So this Kala should be observed over here because the Ka and La at this particular age of Telugu evolution seem to be very similar orthographically. So Sakala, all Pavana Nadi says Pavanam is auspicious river. Pavana, Pavana Nadi Vimala Tirthambaha. So Jahnavi Yamuna Nadi Sakala Pavana Nadi. I'm sorry. It says that Jahnavi Yamunadi Sakala Pavana Nadi Vimala Tirthambaha. So Jahnavi and Yamuna and all water from all such auspicious rivers such as Jahnavi, Ganga and Yamuna have been brought together, and all auspicious water has been brought for the consecration of the particular lake. This particular sentence over here, Ambaha, with this, what we understand is this is not pure Telugu. Certainly, it is not pure Sanskrit, but it is a Misra Bhasha, that is a mixture of both the languages. It had been the tradition of India to use local languages and mixed with Sanskrit. When we are reading older manuscripts or inscriptions, we often find such instances where Misra Bhasha is used a lot. a lot. It had been even within the literary traditions. For example, Vasavadatta, the book Vasavadatta has been written in a Mishra Bhasha. Muthuswami Dikshit, one of the trinities of Carnatic music, has also written a couple of kritis in Manipravalam. Manipravalam is an evolution of Mishra Bhasha. Typically, in a Mishra Bhasha, there will be two languages, a local language and a Sanskrit, while in Manipravalam is usually a mixture of Telugu, Tamil, and Sanskrit. So there will be three languages. So any three languages could become a Manipravalam, but the mixture of Telugu, Tamil, and Sanskrit is a typical Manipravalam which had been used by the Vaishnavite singers along the Kaveri basin, and from which evolved the modern language of Malayalam. So this particular inscription in itself seems to be a Misra Bhasha. Then it says Pavitrambu. After Pavitrambu, we have a Viramam. So this Viramas, there were only two kinds of punctuation in all the Indian languages. There will be a single vertical bar or there will be a double vertical bar. A single vertical bar would be put whenever a sentence would end in a paragraph, and at the end of a paragraph or at the end of an idea, a double vertical bar would be used. Then it reads Savidha Savidha ಸವಿಧ ದೇಶಸ್ಥಾಯಿ ಶಿವ ಶಿವಮೌಳಿ ಶಿವಮೌಳಿ ಬಾಕಂಡು ಕೌ ಕೌಮು ಕೌಮುದಿ ಸಂಪುಲ್ಲ ಕೈರವಂಬು ಕೌಮುದಿ ಸಂಪುಲ್ಲ ಕೈರವಂಬು. So it refers to that there are other people such as Shivamauli who are applauding this particular consecration ceremony. So, these people have witnessed that particular consecration ceremony and are applauding to that particular consecration ceremony. This inscription is quite significant to understand the fact that women had indeed had a social role and had certain degree of financial independence in society during the medieval ages in India. This is in stark contrast to modern ages where women, even in certain Middle Eastern countries, Eastern European countries, Central Asian countries, are crying for help and are crying for their own rights. Even European women did not have many rights until the suffragette movement happened sometimes in the early 1900s. If you like the contents of this particular video and the contents of this particular inscription, please do not forget to click upon the like button and also do share it with your friends and relatives, and also do subscribe to my channel. If you are privy to some manuscript or privy to some inscriptions, please do not forget to send those to me. I'd be glad to read those inscriptions or manuscripts and decipher it for you. Thank you and have a wonderful day.